this demonstration, we're going to look at creating a virtual machine from the Azure portal via the Marketplace. So I've logged into my portal. I've come into Microsoft Azure dashboard, and on the Microsoft Azure dashboard, what we're going to do at this point here is I'm just going to come down and highlight Marketplace. This will then take me into the Microsoft Marketplace or the Azure Marketplace. And within here, what I want to do is I want to create a virtual machine with Windows Server 2012 R2 Data Center Edition. So we'll scroll down. And what we're looking for here is we're just looking for our virtual machine. So we'll keep going. And we have virtual machine. So we'll go for Windows Server. As you can see, this brings out another blade. And within here, what I want to do is I want to create a virtual machine with Windows Server 2012 R2 Data Center Edition. This then brings me into just a little summary page. So we'll have a quick read through this. We'll read through the legal terms. I'm fairly happy with all of this. Now, in the case of my deployment model, if I click on the little drop down here, we can either go for Classic or we can go with Resource Manager. We'll go with Resource Manager and we'll select Create. This then brings me into a wizard to actually start creating my virtual machine. So the first thing I need to do is just fill out some of the information in this table. So I'm going to call this Demo5. I'm going to make my VM disk type HDD, but as you can see here, I can go for premium disk or solid state disk as well. I'm going to create a user called student, put in the password and confirm the password. I'm going with the subscription, which is my Azure Pass. I'm going to create a new resource group for all of the resources to go to make up this one virtual machine. What we're going to do is I'm going to stick that in my West Europe data center. So we'll select OK. And that brings me into the size, so I can choose my virtual machine size. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a D1 standard, which will give me 1 core, 3.5 gig of RAM, 2 data disks. You can see the maximum IOPS there, you can see the local SSD, and we can see load balancing within here as well. Could go for A1 standard, could go for D1 V2, and as you can see here, depending on what it is we select, depends on really the options we're given. Now if I click on View All, that will launch up a massive list of sizing for my virtual machine. Like I said, I'm just going to go for D1 standard and we'll select Select. And at this point here, we're going to create a new storage account for our disks. We're going to create a new virtual network. I'm fairly happy with the default subnet that I'm going to utilize at this point here. Public IP address, so it will create a public IP address called Demo5-1-IP. Now I'll use this for accessing from the outside world. Network security group or firewall, we'll just go with the default. Scroll this down, we're not going to bother with any additional extensions. High availability, I'm not going to create an availability set, we'll do that in a later demo. What I'm going to do at this point here is, just in the case of the diagnostics, I'm just going to disable the diagnostics. Purely because I'm just creating a test and dev virtual machine, I don't really need to diagnose anything if anything goes wrong. And then we'll select OK. We'll have a quick read through the summary. We can see that my validation has passed, and at this point here, all we'll do now is we'll just select OK. And as we can see up the top now submitting deployment. Deployment has started. You can see we have a notification at this point. Now if we just scroll along our dashboard here, what we can see is that we're now deploying our Windows Server 2012 R2 data center. So at this point here, we are building a virtual machine. So this won't exactly be a quick process. So at this point, what we'll do is we'll just pause the demonstration and return back once the virtual machine is completed. And as we can see now, the virtual machine is now running. So let's just highlight the virtual machine. And as we can see, Demo5-1 RG for the resource group. Virtual machine is running in West Europe on my Azure Pass with my subscription ID. Demo5-1 is the computer name. Windows for the operating system. We can see it's the standard size. We can see the public IP address. And if we just highlight the IP address, it takes us to our overview screen. And this is what happens with all of the hyperlinks that we would see on our virtual machines. And that's the end of this demonstration of creating a virtual machine through the Marketplace. Thank you.